So in this lesson, we will talk about mitigation. What is a mitigation? A mitigation is when the price returns to an order block to fill the orders and start the move. So when we talk about mitigation, we can talk about order flow. Order flow is a lot of mitigation that drive the price into, for example, here to the upside. This is the order flow. The order flow is mitigation, mitigation, mitigation. So a mitigation is basically, like I said, when the price returns to the order block to fill the orders and then mitigate the area to start the move. So I will show you some example on GBP, GPY. So the first thing you have to do when you go to your charts is to identify which blocks are mitigate and which block aren't mitigate. For example, right over here, we got a 50% body candle with a good leg out. So this is a valid zone for me. We do not, we broke that structure. So this is a good zone. So in this area, you can see that the price went back to the 50% of this order block right over here to fill the orders and mitigate this order block. So when you have a block like that has been mitigate, this is this is more risky to take the trade, because like I said, inside order blocks, what we got a lot of OFVs, in this case buy OFVs, and when the price returns to the block, it triggered OFVs. So it has triggered a lot of OFVs right over here, and when the price is going to return back right over here, it's going to trigger other OFVs, but you know the price is going to break this zone if we don't have enough OFVs. So you have to pay attention to that, and you have to know which zone are mitigated and which zone are unmitigated. So I will jump into the 30-minute time frame, 15-minute time frame to show you, for example, here a 15-minute unmitigated area. So that could be nice to target this type of area, because the price like to just came back into this areas to fill the orders and start the move. For example, right over here, you got also another block, but a lot of people are looking to trade this order block after this liquidity move, but this is not the strongest block, because if we look at just what we have above, we have an unmitigated zone. So this zone right over here is going to be mitigated, and this block has already been mitigated, as you can see here. So this is how you can identify fake order block and real order block on the market. So we will mark the zone. That will help us a lot to see where can be the inducement. For example, if during the Asian session we are doing that and we made a move at the opening of the London session right over here, most of the people are looking to short this area, wait for break of structure on the 1-minute time frame and take the trade right over here. But a lot of people are going to be trapped here, and the real zone is here. You know, look at what we got above. We got a block here that has been mitigated. Okay, you can clearly see that this block has been mitigated. So we don't need to return right over here. This block hasn't been mitigated yet, so this is pretty important to know that. So you have to, when you look at the charts, find the right order block. You know that the unmitigated order block has more probability to work. So we will watch closely price action on the 1-minute time frame in this zone instead of this zone, because we have more probabilities right over here. So be careful with that, be careful with that. And yeah, when you go on the charts, you have to mark your unmitigated zone and mitigated zone with this and this, and mitigate and mitigate. So this is all about mitigation. And yeah, mitigations yeah, the series of mitigations are creating the order flow on the market. And the order flow is when we have a lot of mitigation, right? A very mitigation of this block, the mitigation create another order block, and this is what is called order flow. And we are also breaking structure to the downside. So pay attention to every details and look at very clearly the chart. So yeah, this is all about mitigation.